Assalamualaikum dear students, I hope you all are doing well. This is your tutor Ms. Javeria Mas and I'm back with my another video. And today's video lecture is basically on the request of one of my student from grade metric. She asked me to make a video on equations of motion, like how we are supposed to write them. So this is first equation of motion. Keep in mind this is very simplest one. First equation of motion is starting from a fact that a body that is moving with uniform acceleration. Whenever I use a word uniform acceleration, this means there is no change in velocity, or there is no acceleration producing, or a body that is moving in a sense that its velocity increases or decreases in equal interval of time. At that time, the acceleration will always be uniform. Okay. Now we know that Vf minus Vi upon T is equal to this. Okay. We have just put V change in velocity like this, like final minus initial. We also know that change in velocity upon time is further equal to acceleration, and this is change in velocity with respect to time, and it is called acceleration. Simplifying it more, just cross multiplying it. So the expression becomes this. Simplifying it more, and this minus becomes positive here, and this is your first equation of motion. Now we are moving with second equation of motion. Okay, so keep in mind when I talk about second equation of motion, it is one of the most important one. Like all of three, this is the most important one for the exam point of view, as this oftenly comes in section C and one have to attempt it. Okay, now from where we are starting this equation, we are considering a body that is having a acceleration that is uniform. Okay, so after that, let's say average velocity is equal to Vi plus Vf upon 2. Keep in mind, average is basically the sum of quantities divided by the number of quantities. Also, we know that distance upon time is equal to velocity, or simple average velocity. Okay, let's put this expression over here. This expression becomes what? Can I write like this? S is equal to V average into time t, and further I am putting the average value of velocity in this expression. So S is equal to Vi plus Vf divided by 2, and distance remains same. This is very simple one. Now I am writing it over here again like this. Now next step, what I'm going to do, we already know that this is a rough work, that Vf is equal to Vi plus At, as this is according to equation number 1. Let's put this Vf in the equation number 1. S is equal to Vi remains same. Vf becomes Vi plus At divided by whole 2 into T. Vi plus Vi becomes what? 2Vi plus At remains same, 2 remains same, into T. Very simple. Now next step would be, let's simplify it again. Whenever we talk about equation, whenever we are doing some mathematics, we always do the simplify as much as we can. Keep in mind. So let's break the LCM. 2Vi upon 2 plus At divided by 2, and this T multiplies over here and over here too. This becomes a square, this becomes Vit. Now what? 2 cancel out, numerator and denominator, and this remains same. Now equation becomes like this: Vit plus At square upon 2, or S is equal to Vit plus 1 upon 2 At square. This is your final outcome of second equation of motion. And as I said earlier, that this is one of the most important one. Okay, now let's move towards equation number 3. Third equation of motion. In order to derive third equation of motion, we do need equation 1 and equation number 2. So, how we are supposed to do? We know that equation number 1 is equal to Vf, V is equal to Vi plus At. Okay. Now, just taking whole square on both sides of this equation number 1. Vf whole square is equal to Vi plus At whole square. Very simple. Now, opening it, simplifying it. Vf square remains same. Putting here a plus b whole square formula, and it becomes a square plus 2ab plus b square. Let's say this is a, this is b. Okay. Now it becomes vi square plus 2vi into at plus a square t square. Now what? I am doing some again mathematics over here. This expression this one remains same. Now I am going to do what? I am just multiplying, dividing 2 over here. Keep in mind. Here, multiply and dividing 2. Okay. Only this side. Okay. Now it becomes what? Vf square remains same. Vi square. Then we have 2a, or what I am going to do, let's write like this. 2 remains same. Just taking out 2a common from here. Now you understand why I did multiply and divide over here, just in order to take 2 as a common, 2 and a from here. So taking 2 and a common from here. Now in bracket what remains? Vi t plus 1 upon 2, as this 2 becomes common and this 1a becomes here and 1 becomes common, then t square. We know that further this one is equal to s is equal to vit plus half at square. So I hope it is all making a sense that I divide and multiply 2 over here in order to make this expression equals to s. Multiply and divide 2 over here, then took out the common 2a from here and replacing now this as s. So it becomes vf square again, vi square same plus 2as. Further, vf square minus vi square is equal to 2as, and this is your first equation of motion. Sorry, third equation of motion. Final expression of third equation of motion. I hope you do understand how we are supposed to how we are supposed to drive third equation of motion, first and second one. Keep in mind, students, these are one of the most important topics of all the time, at according to exam point of view or etc., as it itself contains a very huge importance in physics. I hope you do understand this one. Please do subscribe my channel, do like and share the video with your friends. Allah Hafiz, till the next video.